Hi, today is September 21st, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1522 for the year, More Socks. I don't have as many socks as I used to, but now I have 3 more pair. A lovely woman named Martha gave me 3 pairs of socks and 2 jars of jam at the show yesterday. There is a Pez pair of socks and an Apple Jacks pair and a Raisin Bran pair. I have never had any of those kind of socks ever before, but now I have those kind of socks and 2 jars of jam. Poem number 1523, Jam. I've been trying not to eat late at night, but when I got home from the show last night, I had to open one of the jars of jam and have myself a sandwich. The jam was Gator jam, ginger, apricot, tangerine, orange, and I don't know, raspberry? Let's say raspberry. I could get up and look at the label on the jar, but the couch is so comfortable. This couch is so fucking comfortable. Poem number 1524, The Couch. The couch is so comfortable. It's a wonder I ever get off it. It's a wonder I ever do anything at all. It makes me feel quite foolish when I think of the things in my life that I might have accomplished if I had a less comfortable couch. The kind of couch that you don't want to sit in too long because it's uncomfortable, let alone lay around in it too long because it's uncomfortable. Yes, this couch was a mistake. I would have done well to have gotten a much less comfortable couch. Poem number 1525, Tough Act to Follow. There are times when there are things I have done in my life that make me think it will be a while before I do something that good again. Last night was one of those times. Sometimes I feel like I'm a tough act for me to follow, and I don't know when or how I'll ever do anything that good again, but who knows? I have surprised myself before. I may surprise myself again. Of course, I've also disappointed myself many, 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 many times. Many times. I'm sure to disappoint myself again, but maybe I will surprise myself again too. It's not entirely impossible. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1526, Watching Prior with Jesus. Last night as I was performing Jesus Was Way Cool, I had to change the lyrics. There's this line where I say that Jesus could have been funnier than any comedian you could think of, but then I remembered how earlier this year I had Jesus over and I was like, wait, you've never seen Richard Pryor perform live? And Jesus was like, no, I mean, I do a lot of shit, like, all the time. And I was like, but what about even the concert films? You've never had time to fit any of them in the last 40 or 50 years, and Jesus just sat there on the uncomfortable fucking couch and with an uncomfortable kind of look, and I knew he must have heard that some people think that Richard Pryor was funnier than Jesus. I once said that Franklin Ajayi was funnier than Jesus, but I was kidding. I made that shit up. So I made Jesus watch Richard Pryor live in concert with me. I wasn't trying to show him up or anything. I just thought he would enjoy it. And me and Jesus just laughed and laughed. If you saw that movie in 1979 when it came out and you haven't seen it since and you have Netflix, stop whatever the fuck you were doing and watch that shit right now. After it was over, Jesus was like, it's true. I could never be that funny. And I was like, I'm sure you could. You're fucking Jesus. And he gave me that cold stare like I was going to go straight to hell for lying. And he said, no. Franklin Ajayi, yes, but Richard Pryor, no fucking way. When Jesus curses at you, you know he's fucking serious. So I was like, okay, Jesus. But then, as he was leaving, he was like, thank you, Johnny. Thank you so much for showing me that film. And he seemed so sincere and so grateful. And then he said, it was a revelation. And I knew he was fucking with me again. But it was a magical moment. And last night on stage, I remembered that. I remembered that all of that had happened. And I told a bit of that story. But I'm telling you the rest of it now because I didn't have time to tell the whole thing last night. And now you know. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I wonder when Jesus is coming over again. It was nice to have him here. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate you.